Well, hello, Transparent Church and friends. This is Pastor James with the Word of the Day. Today I want to spotlight 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse number 3 from the New Living Translation, where we find these words. But the Lord is faithful. He will strengthen you and guard you from the evil one. Well, as we get started this day and continuing the theme for the week, the God who protects, I want to use for a theme today, the defender of the weak. What we see in this third chapter of 2 Thessalonians, we see here by the time we get to the third verse, the Apostle Paul has already begun to request prayer from the saints in Thessalonica from verses 1 going into 3, letting them know to pray. And one of the reasons he says to pray is because he understands not everyone is a believer around them. Speaking to the fact that when people are not in God, then they don't behave godly. One of the reasons that so many people attack is because they've not come into an awareness and a saving grace that comes by being in a relationship with God to where they behave themselves as believers. And so we're in this world, even though we're not of this world, but the people who are in this world who don't serve our God, just as in Paul's day, can find themselves attacking and find themselves trying to take out the people and with the purpose that God has provided. And so he begins to share, though, a word of faith. The word of faith is that God is a defender of the weak. He strengthens the weak when we're low. He picks us up. It's the same Apostle Paul that reminds us in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9, that when we are weak, then God is strong. So when we talk about God being our protector, he protects us, and he also begins to give us strength to stand when we're weak because he has our back. He walks with us again, goes before us, and he covers the rear because he's the God who protects. And so today, just know if you're weak or you're tired, you can do what the Apostle Paul does, pray and ask God to provide strength and provide the guidance that we need in this season of life. You can make it because God is our protector and he is the provider of strength and the defender of the weak when we go through various challenges with God. So let's make it a great one. And Lord willing, we'll see you next time as we continue to follow the God who protects.